Well, as you can see, it's a little wet outside. So what we're going to do is we're going to add a few things to this fuel trailer. We ended up putting a sight tube on here a couple weeks ago. That's been working out really well. However, I have not put ball valves on there yet to kind of be on there in the event that that hose gets ripped off and your tank is full of fuel and you want to get things shut off. So we've got to do that yet. What I've got here now, or what we're going to put on here, is this 12-volt pump. And the reason why we're doing that is in the event that we are several miles away from home, and if we go to pump fuel into the chopper or the combine or a tillage piece of equipment or a planter tractor or what have you, if this engine quits, or if something happens here, we blow this hose, just something happens, we're SOL. We have to take it all the way back home to fix it, to do whatever. So I'm going to add a pump to this so that we have a secondary pump in the event that something does happen. That way we can still have the ability to pump fuel out of it. So what we're going to put on here is a 12-volt pump. We can power it from the battery that is up front here. I think that this solar panel will charge that battery enough to suffice running that pump, and then or maybe running this DEF pump occasionally. We only have a couple of tractors that use diesel exhaust fluid, 7290, 8320, and now the 9620. So we'll go ahead and get that installed, and what we'll do is we'll just hang a hose off the side here, and it'll be on there for when we need it. The other thing that we have to do is we have to replace this gauge. It doesn't work. It quit working just as soon as we put this thing here on there. It would have been nice to have seen how much fuel the 9410 used alongside with the 9620. They used about the same as far as what the gauge read by the looks of it. So let's go ahead and get this apart. Alright, so here is our situation. This draw tube that I bought is for just a typical transfer tank like what we have in the back of the pickup. It's not all that tall. However, this tank here is 4 foot tall, and this is meant for like a 3 foot tall tank. So what we're going to have to do is thread ourselves a piece of 1-inch pipe. I've got a cheap Harbor Freight pipe threader. We've used that a couple of times. We went ahead and put 1-inch airline throughout the whole shop. I used one, it wasn't that one. I spent one doing that job, and now we've got this one here, and I've got another one on the floor as well. So we'll thread that one end, cut it, thread the other, and then we'll couple that together, get this screwed up into the pump, and then we can drop the pump down into the tank. So for the purposes of this video, we threaded it too far. Just so that the guys that are at home that do this for a living, they can kind of criticize the whole process here. And of course, the threads are no good either. So, I don't know if that dye's any good, but yep, threads are no good. Oh well. Yeah, we're just kidding. They're not too bad. However, they are what they are. So I've got this pipe marked here somewhere. We'll go ahead and flip it over and cut it off. I'm using just a regular vise, nothing special, not even a pipe. Oh, we've got a regular pipe cutter here somewhere. I have enough throw here. Pipe vise would be nice. All right, there is that. He ain't got a lot of ass, that's for sure. That's only 1 inch pipe. We're supposed to do up to 1.25 inches. Yeah, of course we go too far because we want to get everybody at home all worked up. There we go. Mucho good. Clean that up with a wire brush. Put some Teflon tape on there, and then we'll get it coupled together. All right. Getting the right side on here. I heard something going pitter patter. I didn't know what it was though. It is raining? Huh. I wouldn't have thought, you know? How's that project going? Oh, I don't know if I should be smoking on camera, Nate. I'm on camera. I quit smoking. Right?
Good for you.
Somebody commented when I was doing that scoop there the other day. I was doing drugs on camera. Boy, I don't know. Oh, well, right?
Yeah.
So we got our tube pulled all the way out. Drop this down. Oh, it just hit bottom. Just hit bottom. This guy to hold it in place. And then we need to spin the one onto the other. direction that we need it to be. It's kind of nice with this union on here. We can put that guy right there, put the switch right off to this end. And then alright, we've got to get our wiring set up. We've got a filter head that's going to go on here. Tuck that over on this other side. And then we can get our hose hooked up. So let's go ahead and do some wiring here. Well, we are now into the next day and we've got this all set up. We've got our 12-volt pump installed with a filter assembly on it. The only thing I didn't put on this pump was a gallon reader gauge. We're getting power to power this 12-volt pump from the battery that's up front here. There's just a 12-volt battery in here that is there to power the diesel exhaust pump. It's got a solar panel on here that charges the battery. So far that works pretty good. Right, Nathan? I'm thinking that battery's gonna be enough power to pump some fuel out of this. But this pump is basically on there just for an emergency type thing, or if we want to fill 2 tractors at the same time. But a majority of the fuel is going to come out of the gas drive pump. We also thought about putting another hose reel on that pump there. The main reason for putting that pump on, the second pump, was if we had a problem with this pump and we're too far away from home to screw around. Now, problems that we could have could be a blown hose or something. If we had a ball valve on here with a T and went over to another hose to fill 2 tractors at the same time, we could also have a situation where we could shut this system down and go off of the other. So we will, of course, get on with it here. We've got a nozzle holder on this side. We probably should put one on there for that. This hanging from the hose here might dry rot this hose after a while, but so far so good. We also put a new meter on here. I don't know what happened to the old one. We put one on the large tank up above at the same time. That one's still going. This one here has 13,800 gallons that has gone through it, and it of course took a crap. So we'll go ahead and fill this with fuel. These guys are getting hay equipment ready, and we are going to start chopping here in a couple hours. So let's go ahead and get this thing full of fuel. Alright, so we are filling with fuel. I ended up putting another fill cap on instead of just a regular plug in that tank. Therefore we'll have 2 vents on there. I didn't feel 1 vent was going to be enough if we had 2 pumps pumping fuel out of this tank at the same time, it might not be enough. It might collapse it in somewhat. Maybe not, I don't know. But this this fuel tank here, we ended up putting a gallon reader on here as well, and this one has pumped 274,000 gallons of fuel since we put it on here. And the one that we had on this trailer only pumped 13,000, so we've got a new one on there, and hopefully that one lasts longer than the one that was originally on there. So we'll go ahead and get that full. Alright, so we've got this all full of fuel. It's getting ready to run out. Roll out of here. And we'll just have to see how things go. We're going to start chopping here in a little while. So with that being said, for this video, that is gonna do it. And we'll roll into the next video here with chopping hay for 2024 just as soon as I shut this camera off. So that's gonna do it, folks. Thanks for watching, and we will catch you at the next one.